finally made it. Dragon Ball Daima is finally here. The first episode just aired yesterday. And we have a lot of new lore and a lot of cool things that this episode dropped. And it's so crazy because this episode, it barely had the main cast in it for a majority of the episode. That we don't really see the main cast until later in the episode towards the end. But despite that, we still get so much new information and lore. So hopping right into it, the first thing that I can remember off the top of my head is the whole just the idea of the demon realm and how Deborah was the demon king and his father before him, Abora, I think his name was, Abada, was the demon king before him. And we also, it gets revealed to us, or it gets confirmed to us, that Namekians are actually from the demon realm, which is now in hindsight, it's duh, that makes sense, with the demon king Piccolo and how closely related they look to demon related beings and stuff like that. And even in Dragon Ball Super, in I think it's the Granola arc, at some point they mentioned that the Namekians were originally from a different realm that moved over into that mortal plane or that mortal realm or whatever. So it's really cool that they're staying consistent and we're actually getting more fleshed out information. The next piece of information that I can remember is that the Supreme Kai has siblings, which is, it doesn't really make sense to me, but I guess, it's okay, I guess, whatever. He has a younger brother and he has a older sister, whom both reside in the demon realm. And then the demon realm itself has 3 different worlds, and they have their own set of Dragon Balls, but they have 3 Dragon Balls. So I'm assuming that, it's not confirmed yet, but I'm assuming that each realm, or each world, has one Dragon Ball that's protected, because they're protected by these giant, robots, sentient beings, whatever, these super powerful things. They're each protected by these super powerful beings, and I'm guessing one resides in each world, and that's how they're protected or whatever. And we get further proof that Namekians really originate from the demon realm, because this really old Namekian that is with the main group, the main focus of the episode, he is extremely knowledgeable on the Dragon Balls and on how to control the Dragon Balls. He can even reset the timing from the Dragon Balls and turn them from stone back into working Dragon Balls, So yeah, just a whole lot of cool lore and information. I know there's probably a lot that I'm kind of missing out on that I can't think of right now, but it was a really cool episode. At some point in the episode, it's Trunks' birthday, and they reveal that Trunks is 9 years old, which places this in between Boo and the beginning of Super, I think, which is an odd placement for the timeline, but I mean it's cool, I guess. I'm just scared that they're gonna retcon a lot of things, but yeah. And we also finally get an explanation on how the Kais ended up splitting. They ended up splitting the same way that Vegito originally split up, which was through Majin Buu and that special gas that he had inside of his body. Don't know how that works, but whatever. Apparently they let Buu absorb them, and then it automatically split the fusion or whatever. So yeah, they're being very meticulous and very careful with a lot of the information that they're giving us, and it seems like they're really paying attention. I'm not gonna lie, Dragon Ball has been on a roll recently. There's been a lot of love to the series recently, and I'm really happy. That makes me really happy, especially since Akira Toriyama passed and everything, and this was this was his baby, his work, his life's work. So I'm glad that they're taking a lot of care of it. But yeah, the episode, it progresses, we keep learning a bunch of new stuff, and towards the end they finally make the wish to shrink Goku and his friends, or reverse their age, make them younger basically, into kids, which doesn't really make sense with the Dragon Balls, to be honest, because I thought there was a previous rule with the Dragon Balls that stated you weren't able to weaken somebody or alter their biological data in a way that weakens them or something like that. So this kind of seems a little finicky for this wish to be granted, but it's whatever, I guess. They probably just forgot, but it's not that big of a deal. They got to make the plot go somehow. But aside from that, it was visually really appealing. It was a beautiful episode, and it was just a giant lore dump, but in the best way. There's so many cool characters that we're introduced to. We got a whole bunch of like reimagined and reanimated scenes all throughout like the Boo saga and everything, because the demons were watching in like this really magical room, and they're like rewinding through time, seeing all the events that happened through the Boo saga and how Goku defeated Boo and everything. And it was just super cool to see all that stuff reanimated and just like, you know, in the modern day and age. But yeah, for the most part, that's all I can really remember. And again, I loved it. If I could give it a score, I'd probably give it like, for a premiere episode, I would probably give it like a solid 8.5 or 9 out of 10. I'm gonna go 8.5 out of 10. But I'm excited for the next episode. This series is gonna be freaking fantastic. It's already shaping up to be amazing. If there's anything in the episode that you personally liked or something that really comes to mind for you, drop a comment down below. And if you enjoy the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you're excited for DAIMA, like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.